Hello everyone, welcome back. I thought I'd make a little video today to say thank you for 1,000 subscribers, and a big shout out to Shady Shae and Baraka Amuri, who recently gave me that little push to get me over the line. But I've hit 1,000 and I thought I would make this video today to say thank you and just tell you a bit more about me. You know, who is this big fella you've subscribed to? What's my story, and what's my plans? So I've come to a place today which I always love coming to. As you can see here, we have bunkers which are from World War II. Now, I always love coming to this area. It's a lovely place to walk and it's very scenic, and you feel the history from these bunkers and what was fought here in World War II, looking out over the waters. But I'm going to head to my favourite bunker because it's somewhere that I can sit, I can think, and I can speak to you all and tell my story. So we're going to go there now, and through the tight gap we go up towards my bunker. I've adopted it. It's this one just over here. Now, the reason I like this one is because if you come round, you can get up on top. And I like to sit up there and relax and think and have a look over the sea. So, now we are settled. Who am I? And how did I come about? And how did I make this channel? And why am I at the bunkers today? Well, I love this place. I've had a past hobby where I used to metal detect, and I used to find history of the wars searching around this area. I actually went to college and I was doing a course where I had a task to do a documentary and to present the documentary, which I did, to do with the history of the war, the history of the bunkers and what can be found beneath our feet that show the history of the war and what went on, what was used. And you know, I always wanted to do presenting, to be a presenter. I got a distinction given to me for the documentary I made, and ever since then I haven't done anything. I've done no presenting or anything, and that's where this channel sort of came about, because it's given me the opportunity to present as well as talk about the issues in the news and what's going on in our country. So that's how my channel has come about. But not only that, I went to the first United Kingdom event, and they were calling all the little media channels up on stage and saying how these guys are the way forward, how they're the ones that are going to be spreading the real news, showing the truth. And I thought to myself, well, it's exactly what I want to do. You know, I like to make videos, I like to do some presenting, and my heart and passion is in this country. And I thought this would be a perfect opportunity for me to start a channel and be one of the people to have a voice and to spread the news, show the truth and show what's really going on. So that's how my channel started, and it was only a few months ago now since that event when that started up. I've been growing little by little. So that's a little about me and how my channel came about. But I suppose there's more about me, and more on the future and where we go from here. Like I say, I like to come down here and just sit atop this bunker and think and look over the waters and imagine what it was like back in World War II, especially on the cold winter nights. And the soldiers would be here keeping watch over the dangers that come across our water and in the skies. They'd be looking out for enemy vehicles and doing what they can to stop them coming. And I suppose nearly 80 years on, we can still sit here looking for enemy boats coming into our waters. Only there's no one here to stop them anymore. And that's the harsh reality. There is no one here to stop them, and there is no one at the moment willing to stop them who actually has the power to, within the law, within politics. And that is where we have to focus on getting the right people into power, voting the right parties in, and hopefully that's one issue that can be solved in the future. But who am I? I am RBM, Real British Media. My name is Steve, or Stephen if you prefer, with a PH, I might add. Just a regular guy who likes a cup of tea. loves a cup of tea or coffee. I don't mind. Depends what I fancy, but usually it'll be a nice cup of tea to relax with. And yeah, but among being a regular guy who likes a cup of tea, I'm also a patriot, or a patriot, however you pronounce it. I always say patriot or patriot. It depends what comes to mind. But that is me. I'm a patriot. I love this country. I always have done. As for the likes of Tommy Robinson, I've followed that man for over a decade. I've never really been involved in anything, but I've always followed him. I've always seen what he had to say. And my story with how I found out about Tommy Robinson actually comes from a forum I used to post on about 15 years ago. And everyone started, giving me shit in the comments. They were saying, oh, you sound like EDL leader Tommy Robinson. You sound like that racist, fascist, everything else that they call him. And I didn't know who he was at the time. So, I went to Google and I searched for Tommy Robinson and who he was. And I got listening, and straight away I could see that I didn't know back then whether he was racist, whether he wasn't, but it seemed to me that everything that he said and everything he was doing was against Islam and the extremism of Islam, and I agreed with everything he said. And ever since then I followed him, and only now, I suppose, have we really had the opportunity to stand up and join a movement and be building a big crowd with him at the helm, if you like. And that started back in St George's Day, yeah. And that's given me the something to do, something to get involved in and help spread the word and help build the movement. So I've been to every event so far, and at first, I was anxious, like most people, very anxious. And one of those anxieties and fears, I suppose, was when I watched it on television, St George's Day. I didn't go to that event, but I watched that one on television. I watched all the live streams while it was going on. And I was thinking, I'd love to be there, But I had my anxieties as well. I've never really done big crowds. I've always kept myself to myself. And not only that, but one of my fears was that you join a big crowd like that, and you never know, you could hear someone shouting Allah Akbar and even a loud bang. That was a fear that I'd always had and imagined in big crowds. And I thought, well, that's the prime type of crowd I'd potentially hear it in. So, I had my fears about that. But, I listened to everything the guys had to say, and, it gave me spirit, it gave me hope, and it made me realise that, whatever the fears, stand up to them. Courage, what's the saying? Courage is about being scared, but still doing the right thing. And that quote resonated with me, and so I went to the first United Kingdom rally, and I never looked back. Surrounded by people that share the same views as you, that share the same interests. It's like being around one big giant family. Everyone's like your brother and sister. You feel comfortable, and straight away I felt I was a little bit uneasy when I first went, and a couple of times where it looked like there was going to be any trouble. I was a little bit uneasy of what was going to go on, what was going to happen. But, halfway through the day, I'd got over that, and I was so comfortable being there, and it was one of the best days out I've ever had. And since then, I've been to the United Kingdom rallies, each one, and again, it's been the best day out I've had. The atmosphere was insane. It's electric, and you really got to be there to feel that. So I urge anyone with any anxieties and that, message me if you want, and I'll tell you, how to get over them, or give you advice, give you ideas, because I've been to it myself. So, that's that, and that's how I got involved with the United Kingdom rallies. And again, as I told you about my presenting story, I thought, well, put two and two together and be one of the ones to make a channel, have a voice, and spread the word, spread the news, spread the truth. So that's pretty much it. And looking forward, we have to all pray and hope that Tommy is kept safe, because we all miss him, don't we? We all miss him. It's like when he's not there, it feels a little bit empty. We know he's there, we know he's going to come back to us, but everyone's fearing for him right now. Everyone feels fear, they feel scared for him. He's going to feel it himself immensely, and so is his family. But we all feel it too, and when they kick him, they kick us, and we feel it. So hold it together, keep fighting the good fight, get your voices heard, keep spreading the news, and He'll come out to us eventually and carry on leading us to eventual victory, I'm sure. So yeah, that is it. That is my story. That is what I had to say. And the main topic was thank you for the 1,000 subscribers. Thank you for tuning in and giving me your support. You've helped me to grow, and hopefully in the future I'll grow a lot bigger and reach more people. So that's me. I am RBM, and this is also the media. I got to get a different outro. I can't steal Tuesdays, can I? Or can I? It's a good one though. I'll think of something. Over and out.